We've got a brand new Bangers and Brews episode for you today. And today I'm going to be featuring a beer, one of my favorite beers. It is a Golden Ale Blood Orange beer. It is freaking amazing. It is called Horns Up. I mean, how can you not do a show called Bangers and Brew and not have a Horns Up beer? This thing is a 5.1 ABV. It is a 34 IBU. It is gorgeous. It tastes fantastic. It's from one of my favorite breweries called Metal Monkey. Unfortunately, they just announced about a month ago that they're going to be closing. So if you can, make sure you pick up Horns Up. And not only that, my boy Elwood/Mark is on the cover of this can. And he works at Will Rock, also at Q Rock in Joliet. So check this dude out. He is everywhere. We got Mark, we got Horns Up, we got brand new music that we're going to be talking about from the band Saul, and also from Ashes to New, 2 new albums coming out that just came out in the past week or so. We're going to be talking about that here shortly, here on Bangers and Brews. Oops, got a little bit on the table there. Alright, so I got my trusty little beer here, the Horns Up. I'm going to take my first drink of this beer. Bangers and Brews. I am Evan J. Thomas, by the way. This is episode number 2. So good. Again, it is a Golden Ale Blood Orange from Metal Monkey. So, let's talk about some of the music that's out. We have 2 bands that just released albums on the exact same day, July 28th. The band Saul, they're out of Iowa. And you have From Ashes to New. I'm not exactly sure where they're from, but I've interviewed both bands several times. Both bands are amazing groups of guys, like very personable, very fun, and very outgoing. And not only that, but that resonates to the stage and to their music. So if you've never seen either one of those 2 bands, Saul or From Ashes to New, you're going to get to know them a little bit today, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to be playing clips of my interviews that I've done with them. So since I can't really play music, I guess I have to do something like this. I could just talk about the music like I'm going to be doing, or I could play some of the clips of the bands that I've actually interviewed. So that's going to be today. So you'll see a little bit, just a little snippet here and there. But let's actually talk about the first album. So the first album is from the band Saul. This is It, The End of Everything. It came out on July 28th. It is a freaking banger. Bunch of these songs already play on my radio station, Planet Rage Radio. You've heard it on Rock Hard with Evan J. Thomas, my show, which you could hear on Planet Rage Radio, also on the Rails Radio, and on the Asylum Radio Network. Check out Rock Hard with Evan J. Thomas on Facebook. So we got a bunch of songs here from the band Saul from this album. This is At the End of Everything. So here we go. We got The Last Parade, USAD, Better as a Memory, which is a banger, Runaway, which I love, A Million Miles, Tooth and Nail, Castles in the Sky, and Behind These Eyes. So yeah, if you haven't seen these guys, check them out. They're just one amazing band. And as you'll see here shortly with my clip from William and Miles, you can see how cool and personable they are. We talked about some of our favorite music venues, and one that just resonates with William and I totally. So we're going to go right into that clip right now. Bangers and Brews, make sure you put those horns up, because you're going to be doing it with this band. Here we go.
Yeah.
Miles, William,
Yep.
Saul. What are some of your favorite places you guys have played on your, either with Saul or on your own? Is there any cool places that you guys can kind of
mention? Machine Shop.
That's the first one that always.
Dude, I've been wanting
to Machine Shop is like #1, and that's number 1 on my list.
One of the coolest things about the Machine Shop too is their social media. Anytime we share, well, a lot of the times we share things, Machine Shop will share it as well, and it's like
And their photographer is fucking
and they're-
phenomenal. Jeff is just amazing.
Dude, so good. And, you know, you just see so many pictures in that iconic place. You know, there's been so
I mean,
many bands
what I
running through
like
there.
is that damn hallway with the fucking...
That's what I'm talking
Oh
about.
my god, it's like so cool. I'm like, I just want to set that up in my house.
Dude.
Here's so
pictures
much
of
about this place. I haven't played it
I
yet.
know, dude. I've heard,
Damn it.
No, this was the
I've
previous
been there
drummer.
once, and it was just badass.
It's iconic, man. And of course, that's exactly why everybody says it first, right?
And,
out of the
and it's
gate.
weird because it's in Flint, Michigan. It's kind of like in the middle of nowhere.
And they have great Philly cheesesteaks next door.
Do they?
Did you? You
no, I
didn't
did
stop
not
there?
see that.
Oh, no.
All I remember is I'm driving up. There was a bunch of like abandoned buildings. You had 3 strip clubs. It's like kind of all I remember driving into this place.
all you need.
It's Flint for you.
And as I always say, don't drink the water when you get there. So make sure you do bottled water or something else.
Yep.
So obviously, that being your favorite, do you have a favorite venue you've ever played?
100%. Newport Music Hall in Columbus, Ohio.
Newport Music. Okay, never
Newport
been to
Music
that one.
Hall. So it's been a couple different things. It was a venue, and then at one time it was a church. And like,
Okay, so then have you played Southgate Revival Music Hall in Newport, Kentucky? It's just
I think I
over
know
the
what you're
border
talking
of
about.
Cincinnati, right over the river.
Southgate. I think I have.
I was there back in April, and you talk about it was an old renovated church.
Yeah. I
So
think I
talk
have.
about the Newport one, because that
Newport?
sounds fucking awesome.
So the only reason that place is like iconic for me is because I played there in my first band out of high school. So like it was
you
called
go.
Personal Public at the time.
Say that
And
again.
like we
Personal Public.
Personal Public.
Okay.
But we played at like a little basement that was next door to it. And I remember walking out after our first show together. I was like, Tony, which is our keyboardist, I was like, one day we're going to be playing over there.
Scooch up just a
Oh.
hair so we don't lose
I
you.
was like,
There
yeah,
we go.
I was like, one day we're going to be playing over there. And like 2 years later, we got to headline it. And it was pretty cool, like seeing our name on the marquee. But like, so that was like kind of like iconic as far as just like a journey for me.
It's a personal story for you.
But also like it's just a beautiful venue. They've got like this like the big open dome that's like right in the middle of the venue, like with a bunch of like painting on it. And
Dude, so that sounds so much like the place I was telling you about.
Southgate?
So, yeah, if you ever get a chance to play there, fucking do it. 'Cause
yeah, sounds
it's
like Thompson House almost.
No, I don't think that is. Because it used to be something else. There used to be another Southgate Hall somewhere in Cincinnati, and then it moved there, and then this and that. So other than that, do you have any venues you'd like to play that you haven't played? Obviously, you haven't played Machine Shop.
Yeah,
So that's
freaking
probably your
Machine
number one. Other than that, do you have a second one, or let's hear what William has to say as well?
I'm stoked to play. I'm stoked to play House of Blues when we go down to California.
Okay, so you want the LA one?
Just a House of Blues, period. It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
crazy
I
for
see
me.
other people that bigger sizes.
Oh, yeah. I wish I could go bigger. I'm about to tear on my left one.
Oh no.
So-
I can go
Oh,
bigger
yikes.
right now. I just haven't. I had them at this size for over 2 years now.
Yeah. So...
9 3/4.
Oh, damn. So, I honestly can't think of any venues at the moment, so no, I can't.
So like no Metro in Chicago, or
I don't even know if I want to go to
Dude,
Chicago.
freaking.
I don't even like driving
That's
around
where I live.
Chicago. Ah!
that's where I'm from, man. That's where I came up from.
It's so hard to drive around there.
I will say one period that would just be like freaking home run would be Red Rocks out in California.
Dude, that place.
Oh, yeah.
I've only walked through there. I never seen a show there, but even just I didn't really walk. I kind of ran the stairs once, and it was like 90 degrees, and I'm like, I'm done.
I'm dying.
I did once up and down, and then kind of walked around and did the little tour, and that place, the most amazing backgrounds you could ever see. I mean, it's Red Rocks.
Yeah.
Look up Red Rocks if you don't know what the fuck it
yeah.
is.
This place is
That's-
insanely cool.
When I might have been like 5th grade, something
You're
like
not
that.
far from there, or no, you're kind of far from there.
It's maybe like
Lincoln,
what,
Nebraska. It's about 7 hours.
7 hours
7
roughly to
hours, yeah.
Denver area. But when I was like maybe 5th grade, 4th grade, something like that, my brother bought Incubus live at Red Rocks, and ever since then I'm like, I'm gonna play there, and hopefully it happens someday soon. Like, it's tough though.
It's a big venue,
it's
and like the
iconic.
best. It's like the best of the best get in there.
Yeah,
you know
that
what I
place
mean?
is unreal.
So that was just a little snippet of the band Saul that I interviewed them like about a year or so ago. It was a lot of fun. It was in the summer. It was right after COVID. It was up in Wisconsin at a place called 1175 in Kansasville, Wisconsin, I think it was. It was in the middle of freaking nowhere. All I remember is that there was a little shady, seedy gas station next door, and there was a big, huge bar in the area where this 1175 venue is. So it was pretty cool. So the next band we're going to talk about in their brand new album, the band is From Ashes to New. Amazing live band. You got Danny and you got Matt on vocals, fucking incredible. They're kind of like, to me, a new version of Linkin Park, just the way they bring it every night. Their sound, their music, their performance on stage, they bring the energy every time. So their new album, which came out, like I said, same day as Saul, excuse me, I got beer burp going on. So this album is called Blackout. Make sure you get these albums anywhere you can on any of the streaming sites where you can kind of get your music. They are everywhere. But we got a bunch of songs here. We got Until We Break, Hope You're Happy, Heartache, great song. Legacy, Broken by Design, Barely Breathing, Nightmare, which to me is the best freaking song on this album. Echoes, Dead to Me, amazing. Same with his next one, Armageddon. So that was just played actually this week here on my radio station and my show, Rock Hard with Evan J. Thomas. Make sure you see that or listen to that. Also, He Hate Me Too. That was the other song. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into my clip with the band. Had Matt and Danny that I interviewed. It was last summer, so that was fun to do that. We were sitting outside. We were over at Joliet at the Forge right before their show. A lot of fun talking to these guys. We're going to get into that here in a moment. This is Bangers and Brews. I am drinking Horns Up from Metal Monkey, and we're going to drink another one, so make sure you do that, and then you're going to see this video and my clip of From Ashes to New. Horns Up, baby. It really pretty sweet.
Hey, appreciate it.
So do you have some of your favorite venues that you play? Like, I know I'm wearing one of my favorite ones right now.
I mean, love a machine shop for sure.
What's the damn one in Worcester?
Palladium?
Palladium. Basketball court upstairs.
Really?
Yes.
So is that why you like it? I know you're a big
Absolutely.
basketball fan. You got the
Yep.
Lakers, you had the Jordan on
it's-
last time I saw
Yeah.
you.
Studio Coast in Tokyo.
Studio Coast in Tokyo.
Insane.
So what makes a great venue? Obviously,
Well, the crew.
Yeah.
okay.
That's pretty important.
Amenities.
Amenities are incredibly
Sound.
important. I've never had treatment in my life at any venue ever. There's some that have come close than Tokyo. It was just like, it was celebrity 101. The greatest treatment I've ever received in my life. It was insane.
And was that on your own, or was that from Ashes to You before the rest of the band?
It was from Ashes.
Okay.
Yeah. We played there in 2015.
So they just kind of treat you like kings.
It was royalty. This is insane, dude. You know, we all had our own hotel rooms in the richest part of Tokyo, and you know, we had our own trailer at the venue, and I mean, it's just like Danny said, amenities, and it's just, I mean, the way that they treat you, the crew was insane. I mean, down to the point where there was like the wires were all wire tied up, and like it was
So you're
incredible.
not tripping over shit
Oh, it was
as you're
incredible,
walking
man.
around?
I've never seen anything like it in my entire career, and I've been doing this for a little while. You know what I mean? So, you know, I mean, there's plenty of other great venues.
I was gonna say,
I can
is there
sit and
any-
list them all day long. You know what I mean? But you asked for the best one, I gave you the best one.
So that's what I asked for.
That's right, brother.
And to go forward, is there any venues that you haven't played that you want to?
The Giant Center in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is there a reason?
this is my home. You know what I mean? It's the biggest venue at my home that I've not played yet in this medium-length career. You know, I haven't played it. I want to play it.
Yeah, it's Main Street Armory in Rochester, New York for me, which is my home area. And the Armory was a place I always wanted to play. I went and saw Breaking Benjamin there for my first show ever. And I was like, I gotta play the stage one day. It's on.
All right, you saw 2 interview clips with 2 of my favorite bands. You had Saul, you had From Ashes to New. This is Bangers and Brews. I am Evan J. Thomas. I am drinking Horns Up, one of my favorite beers. It is a golden ale. It is a blood orange golden ale from the brewery Metal Monkey. Unfortunately, it is going to be closing very soon. Not sure when, but you can still get this beer anywhere. It is amazing. It is one of my favorites. You can definitely pick that up. So make sure you do that if you have an opportunity to get to somewhere over in Joliet. There's a bunch of different places you can get it. Benny's Jewel, so check them out. So thank you guys all for watching this episode of Bangers and Brews. I got to try to figure out how I'm going to do this without being able to play music. So since I can't play music or play videos or anything like that, again, we kind of just have to talk music and see maybe if I can get some of these bands on to talk about their music. So that'll be a lot of fun to do that as well. So again, Metal Monkey, Horns Up beer. This is for you. Actually, you can check out my beer blog and with my girlfriend Heather. We do one on Instagram. It is called 1RVB. You can check us out there because we are one of the sponsors for Bangers and Brews. So this one's for you. Until next time, rock on.